What's up, folks? Welcome to episode number 5 of Pizzas and Park Hops. I'm Brandon, and this is my co-host, Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up? Nothing. What's going on with you? How's your week going?
Man, dude, it's Wednesday. Well, we're recording on a Wednesday, so it's kind of been crazy this week. I don't know about your week, but dude, it's been kind of exhausting.
Yeah.
No weekend, so it's been crazy.
Yeah, we've had a lot of rain here the past couple of days up in Boston, so it's been kind of dreary, getting kind of cold. Fall's coming, summer's over. So yeah, the days are kind of dragging on, and I'm kind of ready for a winter. Bring it on. Ready to roll.
Speaking of winter, we got the episode for you.
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh yeah.
Been thinking all week. I've been thinking all week about this one.
Well, so have I. As winter approaches, we you don't want to really leave the house, but you want to be prepared for winter. And the best way to prepare for winter is have your freezer full. And we're going to be calling this one the frozen section, folks. The frozen section. And so I know up in Boston, where you're located, it can get mighty cold. Here in Indiana, not so much. We got the mixture of all 3 seasons in one day. We can have 3 seasons in one day of the 4 seasons. But in Boston, it's just cold, right?
Yeah, we get a mix too. We'll have our days where, there'll be a day in January where it'll be 55, and then the next day it'll be 18. Kind of all over the place. But
yeah.
But yeah, no, like you're saying, stock up on the frozen pizza, and So what do we got? What do we got going on today?
So today we're trying out the frozen pizzas. Okay, so we're giving some people suggestions of frozen pizzas in our areas that they can try out, right? Yep. And so I'm picking the cheapest frozen pizzas in my area, and that is my go-to in my area, my cheap go-to. And then I had my kids pick out a frozen pizza for me that I've never tried before. Okay.
So what'd you do? You just took them to the supermarket and just picked a random pizza, and they said, "This is the one.
This is the one
that you're going to eat."
That's right.
And you've never had this before? You've never had this pizza before?
Actually, they picked 2.
They picked 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And you've never had either of these?
Actually, I've had the cheap one. Okay. Every college student has had the cheap one. I can guarantee you. but the two that they picked, we haven't had before. Now I have had one of the two in restaurant. Okay, that they picked. Okay, so I will give that caveat. Now,
Okay, hold on. Let's back up. You had a frozen pizza at the restaurant, or I think I follow where you're going with this.
okay, so one of the frozen pizzas I've had at where it was it's a pizza from a restaurant.
Got it.
That isn't far. It's within a few hours from here.
Okay.
That they produce frozen pizzas and they put them in the supermarket. Does that make sense?
Yep, got it. And that's
okay.
That's basically the same situation as the one of them that I have.
Okay.
So as I started asking you, it kind of dawned on me what you said.
Okay. Yep. So I've got a commercial frozen pizza.
Yep.
That I've never had before, and then I have a non-commercial, quote unquote, frozen pizza that's from a restaurant that's semi-local. It's within a few hours from here. So excited. Chris, I know. I don't know if you got your pizza prepared, but I do.
Yeah, I do. I got my two. So I went a little bit different. I didn't involve my family with this one, but I basically picked kind of what we talked about before. I picked my favorite frozen pizza, and I picked my least favorite frozen pizza.
Okay.
So I got two, and I cooked them both up. Went and shopping this afternoon, and cooked them both up. I got them right in front of me. So,
all right.
Yeah. So we'll go at it, and we'll see what we got. I know you got 4. So.
Well, what I did was I did throw a fourth in there.
Yeah.
But it's one that it's like probably the most common frozen pizza that everyone's heard of. Okay.
All right.
And the reason why is it was just already in my freezer. Okay.
Got ya.
So I went ahead and cooked that thing up just because it was already there. All
okay.
Right? I got it. I got that thing on special like 3 weeks ago. Okay. And so they had a deal on it over at Target, so I picked them up. So anyway, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a little bit of Disney today, but mainly today we've got the oven cooking up hot. Got it sliced up right today, and we think that we've got our picks from the frozen section.
Yep.
And they're going to be cooked up right. So, why call delivery when you can go to your freezer, right? Why call the delivery guy, right? Why call that guy, right? Why call Domino's? Why call Pizza Hut? Hey, Pizza Hut. Hey, the phone's not working. I don't even think it's connected, right? The phone's not working on that winter day.
Is that one of your baby toys?
Dude, this is from a Disney phone.
Is that a working phone?
That was from a Disney phone. It's from a Disney phone. Hey, I ain't getting anybody. It's a winter night. The snow is about 5 foot deep.
Yeah, they're not picking up.
They're not picking up. We're going to the freezer. It's the frozen section, folks. Yeah. Here we go. All right. I told Chris I had a little prop. Here we go. All right. So my first frozen pizza, this was the one that, believe it or not, and I'm going to tell you, we're going to reveal at the end which one my family liked, and you guys are going to be like, what the heck? This is the one that every college student has in their freezer right now. I guarantee it. This is the Totino's Party Pizza right here, folks. Okay. The Totino Party Pizza. Have you ever heard of that, Chris? The Totino's
Party Pizza? I think that's nationwide.
That's nationwide, $3.
What do you got on there? Is that sausage?
Dude, this is the combination. Dude, it's sausage and pepperoni.
Okay.
And dude, look, it was in there for 15 minutes and the cheese didn't even melt. Right? Dude, this thing is literally terrible.
Mm.
But you know what? Some days it hits the right spot if it's hot. I would give this, if we're ranking this on like a 1 to 10 scale, excuse me, while I chew up my pizza.
Looks like a 2.5 for me.
That's about a 3.
Yeah, you thinking?
It's pretty low.
Yeah, usually when the cheese doesn't melt, that'll tell you that's a big,
dude,
tells you that the cheese
that's
is not
highly
fresh.
processed.
It's all processed. Yep.
Terrible pizza.
Absolutely.
It's pretty low on the scale, folks. Do not go to the Totino's Pizza unless you are desperate. You are broke. You're getting ramen noodles and Totino's Pizza.
And what did you say that costs? $3?
$2.99.
$2.99. $3.
I even got the wrapper here. Don't sue me, Totino's. Here it is. Totino's Combination Party Pizza.
They come in a bag?
It comes in a bag.
Really?
It doesn't even come in a box.
Wow.
$3.
Interesting.
$3. There it is. It's square. They used to be round. They're square now.
No, I remember when they used to be round.
I was kind of amazed.
Actually in a box.
Dude, you could actually... Yeah, they did. And what's crazy is, the other day I was at Dollar General store. Do you guys have Dollar General where you live?
Yep.
Believe it or not, they're at Dollar General. They're at the Dollar General store.
Really?
It's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, that's my first one. And I would rank that one pretty low, Chris. $3.
$3.
Yep. And only 3 out of 1 out of 10 or 1 of 10. It's ranks at a number 3.
Good, yeah.
What do you got, Chris?
Pretty low. All right. So, like I said, I'm only doing 2 tonight. So,
okay.
I'm going to start with my worst one. So, this little background to this: people who live in the Northeast or New England, Massachusetts, Boston will know this brand. So, this is a brand called Puppuccino's. I'm going to give you the box because most people will recognize. Everybody see it?
Puppuccino.
So it says the pepperoni. They didn't have a cheese in stock, so I bought the pepperoni, but I took the pepperoni off after I cooked it. So I was just doing cheese. Not that I don't like. I love pepperoni, but I just took it off. So quick background to Puppuccino's. Puppuccino's was opened in the early '60s. Was opened by a guy named Mike Valerio. And I actually worked here when I was in high school and right out of high school. When I was out of high school, I took a gap year before because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. So I actually worked there full time for about 1.5 years before I went to college. So I actually worked there as a shift manager from 1988 to 1993. So those were the golden years of Puppuccino's. Puppuccino's was great. The pizza was unbelievable. Okay, we made everything from scratch in-house in each location. We made the dough. We made the sauce. We mixed the cheese. We hand-cut the vegetables. We did everything from scratch. Right before I left, Pepsi bought them out. When Mike Valerio retired, he sold the company off. I think he had about 100 locations, sold it off to Pepsi. And they completely made it all corporate. They took all of the handmade stuff out of the restaurants. They opened up a commissary, and everything was pre-made, packaged, and jarred there and trucked into the stores. So nothing was fresh. The quality of the pizza went down. The taste was completely different. Now, I think they're down to about 20 locations total. They've closed almost everything. The pizza doesn't taste anything like it, but they decided to go with the frozen pizza route. Now, if you go into the restaurant right now, it's decent. It's not like it used to be, but it's actually not bad. First time I tried this pizza about a year and a half ago, I couldn't believe the difference in the taste. Like this pizza is absolutely horrendous. I'm going to give this a 1. It's that bad. I'm going to show you a picture of it. So everybody's going to say, oh, it doesn't look bad. It's bad. And I'm not even going to eat it. I just got it and cooked it just to show people.
Dang.
But it's terrible.
It's so bad you won't even eat it.
I won't even eat it. Nope. It's that bad. No, it's that bad. The sauce is horrible. The cheese is disgusting. The texture of the dough is not good. It doesn't taste anything like it does at the restaurant. So it's kind of like what you were saying. That's kind of how they do it. I mean, they don't sell these in the store. You have to go to the supermarket to buy these. But that's a little background on Papagino's. Like I said, it's a decent pizza if you go to the restaurant, but stay away from the frozen. It's really bad. You know?
Wow.
So that's my review on Papagino's.
Wow, Papagino's.
Yeah.
Went south.
Yeah. Hard.
Way south.
Well, that's what happens with a lot of these
detour and went into the Hudson or something.
That's what happens with a lot of these restaurants when they get bought out by corporate. They lose all the quality.
You're right.
The quality control just goes out the window. Everything's about money. You know.
You're right. Yeah. I think excuse me. I think Pizza Hut's owned by PepsiCo too.
Yeah, I believe so.
KFC is owned by them. Taco Bell, I think it's all Yum Brands, right?
Yep.
It's all owned by PepsiCo. All qualities went downhill.
Exactly.
All right, so
what's your next one?
My next one, and I'll get the box real quick before I show you the pizza. The girls picked this, and this one actually surprised me. It's actually looks and tastes actually pretty decent.
This is the one that they picked out for you to eat?
This is the one they picked for me to eat. I've never had it before, and I've never seen it. Right? And I was surprised. I was actually surprised that it was kind of decent. Here it is. It's called Wild Mike's.
Oh, yeah. We have those.
Wild Mike's.
I've had that before.
Pizza. Wild Mike's.
Yep. And they're huge for a frozen pizza.
Yeah,
huge.
Like 14 inch.
Yeah, it says 14 inches.
14-inch pizza. Right?
Yep. No, we have that here.
And
that's not bad.
It's not bad. And check it out, folks. It looks good. Right? Looks good. Nice crust.
Dude, you love your meat on the pizza, huh?
Oh, dude.
Another pepperoni and sausage?
Another pepperoni and sausage.
See, I went straight cheese tonight just to show the... Because that's what you got to start with. You got to judge a pizza by its cheese first. Because if you can't make a cheese pizza...
I think it has good flavor. And one thing about it that was interesting, I thought, was it came with flavor packs. It came with a Italian flavoring pack.
What do you mean, like a spice?
Yeah, like a little spice pack that you put on there. That
was it like oregano? It's probably oregano.
It says Italian spices pack. I don't know what that means. And then it also came with a crushed red pepper pack.
Okay.
Which, like what I was saying before, I'm not a crushed red pepper man. So I didn't put that on there.
Got you.
But I judge pizza by the size of the pepperoni. That's one thing. It has to have good pepperonis. I rate that about a 5.
Yeah, that's what I would give it to.
It's about a 5 pizza. It's good. It's a good frozen pizza, folks. It's for frozen, it's decent. Is it awesome? I wouldn't say so. Is it trying to be a good pizza? Yes. Fresh out of the oven about an hour ago, it was really, really good. And, when me and my family were eating it, everybody was like, yeah, it's pretty decent. Yeah, we liked it. So yeah, that was, uh, you know, Wild Mike knows his pizza.
Yeah, that's one that I think I don't think I would go out to buy specifically, but if it was there, if somebody else bought it, and I'd grab a slice. Not a big deal.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's good, not great.
If you had like a bunch of people over at your house and you wanted like a bigger frozen pizza, it's a decent buy.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, like I said, it had a lot of cheese, had a lot of sausage, a lot of pepperoni. And then it had extra packets. I give it a little extra love on that. 5, 6 is the range I would give that one.
Okay.
And then for the size, I think it was a good value. I think it was only like $7, $8.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was pretty good. Yeah. But yeah. So Wild Mike's gets a halfway point. I think that's fair. It's a fair.
I agree with you on that one.
Okay.
I was going to say 5.
What do you got next?
Well, why don't you go with your third, since you got 4 of them? I only have 2. Yeah. So do your third, and then I'll do my last.
Okay, so I'll do my third. Here's my commercial, or my pizza that was in restaurant. Okay, and this is the one that came from a restaurant that this restaurant started packaging pizzas, and I'm going to grab the wrapper. It comes in like a wrapper, and it's like a clear wrapper, with the cardboard on the bottom.
Okay.
And these are real popular around St. Louis. So St. Louis is about 3 hours from us, and they're called Emo's Pizzas. Okay. Now, if anybody's in the St. Louis area, everybody loves Emo's Pizzas. Emo's is like, they're awesome. Their pizza is amazing, okay? It's a cracker crust pizza, thin pizza. Very, very good pizza, okay? Can't say that about the frozen pizza, though, guys. Their frozen pizza, here it is. It's the 4-meat pizza again, because I like my meat pizzas. Look at this thing. I'll get it close. This is bacon, Canadian bacon, sausage, and pepperoni.
Onions? Looks like there's onions in that.
No, there's no onions.
No onions?
No onions. There's Canadian bacon, sausage, and pepperoni. Okay, and this thing has got to be one of the weirdest tasting pizzas I've ever tasted in my life. I'm telling you guys, the cheese on this thing is terrible. It's like they took plastic cheese. If you know what I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm talking about? Plastic cheese?
Yeah, well, it's like the other one, when they don't melt, and it's so processed it doesn't melt.
It's so processed. It's like they took nacho cheese and mixed it with some other kind of weird ass cheese. Sorry for cussing. And mozzarella or something. I don't know what they did. And put it all over this pizza. And then packaged it up and sent it out. And it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I give this a -1. -1. My family absolutely hated this pizza. I thought that they would like it. I literally thought that they would love this pizza, because we like Emo's Pizza over in St. Louis. We like it over in Belleville, Illinois, which is over there, just on the other side of the river, from St. Louis. They got restaurants everywhere, And this is terrible. This
Yeah,
is absolutely dog crap terrible pizza.
It doesn't look bad.
It doesn't.
On the
It doesn't
camera,
look bad. Well, yeah, but look. I mean,
yeah,
we like our crust crispy, right? We don't care if it's burnt a little bit, but I'm telling you guys, this is bad. This is really bad. It's nasty. It's a nasty pizza. That's worse than Totino's by far.
really.
It is bad. I would not buy that pizza again. And it was by far the most expensive. It was $10.
Really? How is it?
$10.
So how is it boxed up? Is it?
It's just got like a cellophane packaging,
Mm-hmm.
and then just that label. So
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's the one you just showed.
yeah, it's just
Got
got
you. Oh, the one that comes
cellophane.
on the cardboard. Okay,
Yeah, with the cardboard. Yeah,
that's $10.
yeah, $10.
Wow.
I thought it was going to be fantastic. I thought, oh man, and my daughters are like, oh, we like emos, you know. Horrible,
Yeah,
absolutely horrible.
that's a lot for a frozen pizza. $10.
Yeah, but we thought it was going to be like, you know, the restaurant, right?
Yeah, if they're charging that much, that you have to, you know,
Yeah.
bring it.
You have to bring the quality, right?
Right.
It looked like fresh ingredients when we went over there. But this sauce, I don't know what they did to it, but they need to go back to the drawing board. That was terrible. All right, go to your next one. And then I'm going to show you my last commercial pizza
Yep.
that basically hits it out of the park.
All right.
And people are going to die when I say this, but it's crazy. But my family love it. And
Good.
go ahead.
All right. So do you guys have Elio's pizza?
We don't.
You don't. Okay. So I wasn't sure if it's a nationwide thing, if it's in the Northeast. So Elio's is a famous, pizza that's made by McCain's. They make like all the French fries and everything like that. So this pizza that I have, it's similar. They box it up 9 slices to a box. This one's $5.49. So this is by far my favorite frozen pizza of all time. So I'm gonna try to get the glare out.
Okay.
So it's Diorio's. Okay.
Okay.
So Diorio's is an Italian food company based in Utica, New York. This is how it's cut. So right here.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a grandma or Sicilian style.
Uh-huh.
Right? But the texture is unbelievable. The taste of the sauce, the cheese. You can see how nice that cheese melted.
Yeah.
Like I said, that is by far my favorite. And they come $5.50, 9 of those. That's 3 slices right there, obviously. So 3 sheets to a box. It's a nice sweet sauce. The cheese is good. You put it on the rack, and the bottom of the pizza gets nice and crispy. It's just my favorite. It's my favorite that I've ever had. That's my go-to for my frozen. Not much more to say about it. Basic cheese. They don't make any with the toppings on that one. It's just the cheese that they do.
What's it with the East Coast, man, and all this cheese pizza?
Because if you can't make a cheese pizza good, then the rest of it's going to suck too.
Put some sausage on there, boy.
Because whenever I try a new pizza, even like no matter where I go, I'm always trying the cheese first.
I got you.
Because if the cheese pizza's not good, I don't think I've ever had a pizza where it's gone the other way, where the topping is good and the cheese is bad.
Okay.
Usually if the cheese pizza is good, then it's going to be bad to follow no matter what you put on it. So that's always my test. But
yeah.
But Diorio's, that's the number one. If you're in the Boston area, Market Basket. It's a huge supermarket up here in Massachusetts, in New Hampshire. They have them there, and they're
awesome.
Great. My favorite.
Diorio's.
Diorio's.
9 slices to a box, huh?
Yeah.
For like $5, you said?
$5.49.
Dang, man, that's cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's good.
You can feed at least one person for that.
One of us.
One big boy for that. All right, so.
All right, so what's your last one?
So my last one, and this isn't like my family favorite, okay? But this is what I pick up. I've picked up on special, man. And you guys are gonna die because this is commercial through and through, but it's decent. It's decent commercial pizza. And then I'll tell you what my family pick was, and you guys are gonna be like, "What the heck?" All right, here you go. You ready for the reveal? So this is the one I picked up a few weeks ago on special, and I threw it on because I knew it would be controversial. Here we go. The DiGiorno.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
The DiGiorno. But dude, look at the pepperoni, man. Look at that.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a good.
Got all kinds of pepperoni on that thing.
It's better than the Wild Mike's.
It is better than Wild Mike's.
You know,
this is good. This gets like for frozen pizza on the frozen pizza scale. This gets like a 7-8, man.
I'm going 7. Like a 7.
It's got good flavor, and it's got good pepperoni.
Got to have the meat.
They can't mess up the meat pizza on this, man.
Yeah, and they make a whole bunch of kinds, a whole bunch of toppings.
Have you ever had that? For an honorable mention here, have you ever had California Pizza Kitchen pizza?
I have at the restaurant. I won't
at the restaurant.
Yeah, I won't buy the.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
But they do a lot of weird toppings. They're not like a traditional.
Yeah, like a barbecue pizza.
Yeah, they do like barbecue. They do fruit. They do pineapple. Doesn't count.
There is a pizza place here. I think I mentioned that before. My wife said you should have went and picked it up for the live stream, and that was Taroni's Pizza, and it's they do these frozen pizzas, and it's awesome. I'm telling you, their frozen pizzas are amazing. They're like a 10 on the 10 on the frozen scale.
So why did you get that?
Well, I didn't because I wanted to be able to tell people where to go on a national scale, right? Or a regional scale, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's why I didn't go there. But Taroni's, if you're in the Evansville area, in Indiana or in Henderson, Taroni's is the place to go. You can get your frozen pizzas for like $7-8. You can get these. They're Taroni special, or you can get a sausage pizza, or a pepperoni pizza, or even just a plain cheese pizza. I think their plain cheese pizza is like $5 for a large.
And where do you get these? Is it like at the supermarket, or is it?
No, at the restaurant.
You have to go to the restaurant and they sell them there.
And they have a drive-through. This is the amazing part. You don't even have to go in. You just pull up to the drive-through and you say, "Hey, I want a cheese pizza," and they already got it. They just whip it out there and you put your $5 bill on and you're gone, man. No tax because it's in Indiana. We don't pay tax on food. Okay.
Really?
No. Yeah, we don't pay tax.
No tax? Wow.
No. So, $5 bill, boom, you're gone. You got your frozen pizza, you're going home with it. So, sometimes I'll roll up there, and I'll get like 4 or 5 of those pizzas, and I'll bring them home, and I'll just cook those up. And they're amazing. They're amazing frozen pizzas.
Do they ship?
Probably. I don't know. And what's awesome about them is they'll have 20 or 30 of them prepackaged, ready to go, and so people do this all the time. So it's awesome because you can take it and bake it, right? There's another joint in town. I don't like it. It's called Papa Murphy's. Same thing. they have like a take and bake pizzas. And you go there, you watch them make the pizza, and then you take it home and bake it, which is I think is really strange.
Yeah.
But the pizza's like $11-12. Like, why would you go to a place, watch them make the pizza for $11-12, and then take it home and make it? Like, just make the dang pizza there, right? So I just think that that's kind of strange.
Well, your first hint should have been the Irish name and the name of the restaurant.
Papa Murphy. Anyway, so there are some awesome frozen local options around here, and I'm sure there are in Boston too. In your area,
tons.
Yeah, tons. I'm sure there are. But folks, like me and Chris are saying, on the frozen scale, there are some great options, folks. And if you don't want to get out in the wintertime or as it's getting cold, or you just don't want to go out on a Friday night, because let's face it, everybody's tired after work. You want to just go home and open up that freezer and pop in a frozen pizza. We got some options for you guys. Here we are, But here's what my family tonight. I was like, okay, guys, what's your favorite out of all four of these? My family, I think they're on drugs sometimes. They said the Totino's was their favorite.
Really?
I said, what? Really? And then my daughter was like, well, the Wild Mike's was pretty good. We like that.
That's where I thought you were going with this.
Yeah.
I think the Wild Mike's.
Yeah. And then, but my wife was like, the Totino, she goes, it just takes me back to college. I was like, yeah, I get it, So I thought that was pretty crazy, but she agreed the Emo's pizza tastes like dog crap. It was terrible, And of course, everybody likes DiGiorno. If you're eating commercial pizza, DiGiorno's where it's at.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Everybody likes DiGiorno. Anyway, all right. So on to the Disney news of the week, man,
yeah.
And it is hot. It is saucy.
And I didn't see this coming. I don't know if you did.
Man, I did not see it. I'm going to eat some pizza while we're talking about this.
You want me to leave you alone for a little while?
No. I'm going to eat some saucy toppings while we're talking about this.
You keep going. So we are talking about the new update to Soarin.
Yes, we are.
Is it Soarin Over America? Did they say the title? Soarin Over America?
Soarin Over America.
Okay. That's what I thought I heard.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I am excited. I'm kind of bummed out that obviously we're going in January with our friends. I was hoping they would say like after the New Year and we'd be able to catch it, but I'm willing to guess the way that they're talking about next year because of the 250th anniversary of the country. I'm willing to bet that they're probably going to unveil this right around 4th of July. That's my guess because it said summer of 26. That's kind of where I think that they're going with that.
I think it's going to be after Memorial Day. That's my bet.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. They're gonna let it play out for a couple months. Excuse me. I'm enjoying pizza. I think that it will be probably June, July, August is my guess. It'll be the between the day holidays, the Labor Day, Memorial Day to Labor Day holidays is my guess.
Yeah, I'm sticking with 4th of July. That'll be my prediction. That's where I think they're going to kind of go with this.
Well, so Disney is, I don't know if you've seen all of this, but Disney's really going to roll out the red carpet for the 250th anniversary of our nation. And I think what a time to be a Disney fan. It's going to be awesome.
Yep.
I think they're going to, personally, I think the Muppets are going to play a big part of this. Nobody's said it yet, but Sam Eagle is going to be front and center. That's my guess.
I see that. Definitely.
That's my guess.
So,
mark my words, folks. You're here to hear first.
So what do you think?
Sam Eagle is going to be big time.
What do you think is going to be in the new movie, in the Soarin' Over America? Like, where do you think they're going to go to fill up that? Both movies are usually right around the 7-minute mark, give or take.
You know they're going to be flying over the ghetto here in Evansville.
Gonna fly over. Isn't there a river near your house or something?
Yeah, they're going to be flying over the sanitation plant over here in the Ohio River. No,
I was trying to think of this today, like where they were going to go.
They're going to be flying over. I think probably landmarks of the United States. I would say. Yeah. I would say probably New York City.
I think the Grand Canyon is going to be a given.
Yeah. El Capitan. I would say probably
going to do DC.
Fly
over the mall, heading over to the Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah. I would say the St. Louis Arch.
Mm-hmm.
I would say iconic places in the United States.
Mount Rushmore.
That's going to be one that's going to be, that's going to be there, right?
Yep.
They're probably going to be flying through the Everglades, I would think.
Yeah, they're going to end at Disney World.
I don't know, man.
Well, they've always, they end at EPCOT now.
I don't know.
You don't think they're gonna end us with flying over the castle?
They might.
I think
they might.
Because right now
they end up in Anaheim. Maybe they fly Disney World to Anaheim, or vice versa. Right? Who knows? Who knows what they do? It's uncharted territory. I think they fly over Niagara.
It might.
Yeah. The American side,
the U.S. side, yeah.
Maybe they do that. Maybe they fly over the Great Lakes, Chicago.
Yeah,
that would be kind of cool, right? They could do Seattle, the Space Needle.
Yep.
You could fly over Boston Harbor. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of neat places they could fly over.
Oh, definitely they're going to do the Hollywood sign.
Oh yeah, definitely. Man, we could sit here all day. The Alamo.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to think. So, what is their? If you count how many that they
Texas
do now.
Stadium. I'm just kidding.
if you count
Arrowhead
how many
Stadium,
what is
they're definitely going to fly over Arrowhead, right?
Yeah, right. Keep dreaming.
They're going to fly over. They're going to definitely fly over Mahomes' house.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They showed his family suite that he has at Arrowhead. Yeah. It's crazy, dude. It's huge. It's bigger than my house. His suite at Arrowhead is bigger than my house.
That's nice.
It's
insane. He deserves it.
Insane. Well, him and the refs deserve it. They go hand in hand.
You got to have a nice place for all those refs to hang out.
Yeah,
right?
Well, you got to hang over. Hang around, come over all the time. In the off season.
Same. Same as where for the Patriots, where Brady, his suite over there, where the refs hang out there too. So, for all of his rings, his ring display over there.
His rings and trophies. Needs
his trophy hall, I'm sure. Yeah, I get it. You never know. You never know. Really, let's be honest here. You never know what they're going to do. Disney, they've always got some kind of trick up their sleeve as to what they're going to do for Soarin', and I'm excited, man. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
There's going to be naysayers. There's going to be people out there that's going to be like, "Oh, it's going to be terrible. It's where they're going to fly over a swamp." Who cares?
No, it's going to be
let the naysayers let the naysayers say what they're going to say.
Yep.
They're like, there's already people out there. Oh, they're going to use CGI. Yeah, they're just going to use drone footage. Who cares? I don't care.
I don't think they will.
No. They got freaking helicopters and boats, man. I saw that. I saw those pictures, man. I was like, okay, this is legit, So who knows, man? Who knows what they're going to do? I think Disney's probably going to do it right since it is the United States.
Yeah,
is my guess.
It's a long time coming.
Yeah, they've been shooting this footage for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about it. And then also announced just was some an expanded fireworks offering for the 4th of July. So who knows what that thing's going to entail. But it looks like they're going to be having some patriotic fireworks and things like that. They already do patriotic fireworks for the 4th, but they're going to be expanding that out a few more extra days and having, some extra things going on with that. So I think that's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. I think that's going to increase bookings around that time. I know the 4th of July has been kind of flat for Disney the last few years.
Yeah.
So that'll probably bring in a few people, bring in the crowds for that.
Yep.
I think with Walt was a patriot. He was patriotic. He was all about America.
He was. Contrary to some, the conspiracy theorists out there, he was. He loved this country. A lot of what he did, with the rides and. Support that he had for.
He called it Main. He called the main part of the park Main Street, USA. Well, how more Americana can you be, right? So I think they still to this day, and they don't have to do it, but they do it to this day. Have a flag raising and a flag lowering to this day. In honor of our troops, in honor of our country. A lot of people walk by and, I will tell you this. Last time I was there during the flag lowering. And there was like a group of cast members. And they were like walking by. And they had the flag lowering. They started playing the Star Spangled Banner. And these cast members are like walking in front of me. I was like, hey, excuse me, stop. And the guy he gave me like a dirty look. I'm like, excuse me, they're playing the Star Spangled Banner. And he goes, oh. And he turns around and he puts his hand over his heart. While giving me a dirty look.
And this was a cast member?
Cast members.
Wow.
Like 4 cast members.
Wow.
I was like, do you not respect your country enough to stop for the Star Spangled Banner? Excuse me? Dude, anytime I hear it, I dead up stop. It don't matter what I'm doing.
No, yeah.
Don't matter where I'm at. If I'm in the middle of the freaking wherever supermarket and I hear the Star Spangled Banner, I'm stopping, putting my hand over my heart. That's just who I am. That's how I was raised.
Yep. And especially over there, like when they do that, it's such a solemn environment, and
Right.
when everybody's kind of just sitting there nice and quiet, listening, to the music, watching them lower, fold the flag, and I love the fact that they have that, they always get like a guest, like a veteran,
Right.
and they have him and his family, at the bottom of the flagpole, to receive the flag and everything like that, and then they do the march. I love the whole ceremony. It's such a great ceremony. And I love the fact that they still do that every single day.
Any cast member that's walking around in that area should dead up stop.
Yep.
Put their hand over their heart, whether they like America or not, whether they are American or not, and put in solidarity to the country, put their hand over their heart and respect this nation.
Yep.
It's disrespectful to the nation if you don't. Any person, I mean, you can't ask the general public to do it. You should ask the general public to do it, but you can't ask thousands of people to do it.
Right.
They're their own people. But as employees of Disney, they should automatically do it. That should be like a part of the handbook, right?
Especially if they're there.
Yeah, and they're working.
It's not like they. It's not like they. If they were towards Cinderella Castle. I mean, they were right in front of you at the ceremony. So
right. I'm standing there with my hand over my heart. Boom.
Yeah, they should have known better.
They're like walking like directly in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stop what you're doing. Excuse me. Put your hand over your heart. Stop. The Star Spangled Banner is being played. Don't give me the dirty look. Let me get your name off your badge and where you're from so I can report you to Walt's grave. You think Walt would like this? I mean, come on, guys. I make a big deal about that because it is disrespectful. Anyway.
It is.
I digress. But so anyway, I think that Disney's trying to do it right. They're trying to respect the country and our 250th anniversary and our birthday, and I'm excited. I am elated. I'm excited just in general for 2026 and the birthday of this nation. And as a patriotic person, man, I think it's going to be so cool. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, no,
so,
and I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that they have that they haven't announced yet. That they'll be doing throughout the summer.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot coming. Yep. So anyway, that's that. And then the second thing they announced yesterday was Festival of the Arts.
Yep.
And that's January 16th through February 23rd.
Yep.
And with Festival of the Arts means that there is a small window of time right smack dab in the middle of it that I know of two people from Pizzas and Park Hops who's going to be in the parks. And those two people are me and Chris.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
January, I'm going to be there January, likely, Chris, January 29th through February the 2nd. 29th through the 2nd.
All right. I thought you said you were going to be the 30th.
Yeah.
So that's good.
It looks like the planes are going to work out.
Beautiful.
That might be there an extra day. So,
I'm
going to be booking that tonight. Likely tonight. So, I'm excited. And we want to see you guys at the Festival of the Arts, also known as Farts. I had to say it, man. I had to do it. it's probably one of the best festivals that Disney puts on. It's so fun. There's lots of really cool demonstrations, lots of really cool art pieces out for display, lots of live art going on during that festival. Chris can tell you a little bit more of what he likes.
Yeah,
What do you think, Chris?
I love the whole vibe. I went when we were there in last January. That was my first time going to Festival of the Arts. I just like the whole vibe over at Epcot. You got the music playing. You can hear the music playing everywhere. You know, you have the artist up on the stage. You know, right at the end there, doing those cool paintings. And then, you know, when you're heading up towards World Showcase, they have all the artists with the tents, and they're all selling all their Disney art, and it's just unbelievable, just the whole vibe. And then you know, once you get into the showcase with the you know, all the kiosks with the different foods and everything like that, it's such a cool. It's my favorite you know, festival by far. You know, like I said, it's just a completely different vibe from the other two. You know, I'm from the other three. It's by far my favorite. You know, like I said, it's just more lively. You know, it's packed. They usually have. They had a couple of Imagineers there. I think wasn't Joe Rody. It was who was there last year?
Tony Baxter.
Tony Baxter.
You were there.
Yep, Tony Baxter was there. We didn't get to see him. We missed him, but he was there. But it's just a cool vibe. I love it. You know, I can't wait for January.
Yeah, and one thing about that festival that was really cool was they had the live sketches, which I thought was fun. Where they handed out a sketchboard and you can get out there and the Imagineer taught you how to sketch up different Disney characters and stuff. I think we did Simba from The Lion King. The time that I sat down and did the sketch, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah, I didn't get to do that.
And then another time I did the sketch. It was Alien from Toy Story, so that was cool. Yeah, so there's lots of fun to be had.
That's cool
at Epcot Festival of the Arts. So we're gonna be there. I don't
know if you got the countdown going.
I do. I've got a countdown. That? Yeah, I see it.
98 days.
98 days. That's not going to... Well, I tell you what, Chris. To be honest with you, I'm going to be there sooner.
I know you are.
Me and my family are going to be going to Festival of the Holidays.
I know. I'm not bitter at all, though.
I'm... This year, I've hit every festival. Which that was my goal at the beginning of the year, was to hit every festival. And here we are coming up on December, and I'm going to hit every festival this year. And I'm excited because that's the first time I've ever done that. And it did cost me a lot of money this year. But and it was the first time I ever got to do it. And it was so much fun to do that.
How many park days did you log this year? Did you count?
I haven't counted. And I can't tell my wife. No.
You have a lot.
Yeah, a lot of park days this year. But you know what, man? It was so much fun. And I encourage everyone to do it one time. Hit all the festivals in a year. That was cool. You know, that's super cool. Yep. And to do part of that with my family, I think is even better, you know? And so I encourage everyone to do that. That's super cool, you know? Yeah. I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to be able to do it. And just to be able to have the ability has been awesome. So anyway, yeah. So I'm excited about Festival of the Arts, excited about the 2026 offerings for the whole, what is it? What do they call that? The sesquicentennial.
Oh yeah,
of the nation.
I tried to say I was going to say it earlier, but I was blanked out on
Sesquicentennial, something like that. But I think it's going to be awesome. I think even the whole nation, they're going to be, man, I think what would be awesome is to be in DC during the 4th. Man, I think it's going to be crawling with people, though. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get near the city.
Yeah, I think it'll be nuts. But, well, football's going on. We're in coming up on week 8 of the NFL. The Patriots unfortunately are doing better than the Chiefs. I don't know what the Chiefs are doing. They've had a rough start this year.
Well, they got everybody back now, so the Chiefs I think are going to roll.
Yeah,
they got Rashee Rice back, and that was a big piece for them. And now
we got the refs on our side again. So.
And you got the refs, the 12th man, the 12th, 13th, and 14th man.
That's right. We got the refs back. You know, we had a no penalties game here a few weeks ago, so we're feeling good. You know,
how does I've coached football for 16 seasons. I've been around it my whole life. How do you not get calls for one penalty in an entire game?
Dude, when
that's just not right.
When you have the perfect team.
That's not right.
When you have the perfect team, Chris, that's how that happens.
Well, they got to get rid of all the Swifties. That's going to be
there is an army of Swifties supporting the Chiefs, and
that's going to be the downfall of the Chiefs.
I don't know. If we could get rid of. Did you hear? Oh, there is kind of theme park news surrounding Travis Kelce today. I don't know if you heard this.
No.
But this is crazy. No, this is nuts. Okay, theme park news around Travis Kelce today and the Chiefs. So Travis Kelce bought 9% of Six Flags today.
Really?
Yeah. He's a theme park fanatic, and he bought 9% of Six Flags today. Yep.
That had to have been Taylor. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that kind of cash.
He does. Apparently,
no, that's Taylor.
9% of Six Flags. Yep.
That's his fiance.
Yep, that's what he
did. I mean, he's got money. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have Taylor Swift money. She's a billionaire.
I know.
He
9% of Six Flags. So he loves the theme park vibe, and so he's going to make Six Flags great again, I guess. I don't know. I don't think he used that terminology. I think he's going to make it Swifty again. But I was like shocked. I was like, I heard that on the news today, and I was like, what? Say what?
Yeah, I didn't hear that. That's probably bigger news down near you than me.
I just thought that was weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Anyway, but the Patriots are doing good, man. 5-2?
5-2, yeah, and they have the easiest schedule the rest of the season. So,
well, I tell you,
to beat up on some weaker teams.
The Chiefs' schedule isn't bad either. They don't have too hard of a schedule, really.
No, I mean, in all honesty, if the Chiefs stay healthy, I don't see anybody else in the AFC beating them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Patriots are really coming out of nowhere. A lot of people around here, picked them to win 7-8 games. I had them at 10. But early in the season, I'm thinking, well, maybe 10's not going to happen. But, now they're coming into their own, the whole new defense and new coaches. And, it's a completely different mindset over here than they've been the past few years, with, Gerard Mayo was before that. And then, obviously Belichick was before that after Brady left.
Right.
It's been bad. It's been bad. So, It's completely different, feeling around the team and around the stadium, and so everybody's kind of happy. So, and Drake May is playing well. He's finally, he's doing what everybody hoped that he would do after they drafted him. So he's doing well.
Yeah.
They gave him some tools. I still think they need another wide receiver. They need a stud wide receiver. A big body that can go up and get the ball. That's what they're lacking. But who knows? We'll see. They should make the playoffs. If they can, steal a win in the playoffs, that'd be nice. But playoff football is completely different.
Yeah.
It's
I've always said that football doesn't really matter till after Thanksgiving. So
right.
we'll see what happens after Thanksgiving. But I think the Patriots are on a roll this year. I'd like to say that the Chiefs are starting to get into their starting to hit on all cylinders. So we'll see where they go from here. But for both teams, we wish them the best of luck. And for Pizzas and Park Ops, man, we're just on a roll. We're hitting on all cylinders. And we're going to be coming up with a new we're going to be coming up with a new series here coming up real soon that you guys are going to really like. So we're going to be doing a little trivia series coming up. Yep. And this one's going to be cool. We're going to be trying to stump each other. Okay. Yep. And I think that you guys are going to really like that. You guys are really going to think it's really going to be cool. So be looking for that on our next episode. We're going to probably be rolling that out about once a month. We're not going to be hitting that every week.
Right.
It's not going to be a successive series. We're going to probably be hitting that about once a month, and we're going to let that series carry out over time. And it's going to be kind of like a trivia. We're going to be trying to stump each other, and it's going to be Disney park space. So I think you're going to like it. We gave you some pizza flavor this time, and but next time we're back to heavy Disney, and I think you guys are going to really like it. So for Pizzas and Park Ops, I'm Brandon, and this is Chris. And we're glad you came and joined us this time. Keep liking, keep subscribing to our... Man, we've been getting some views, and we're loving it. Please tell your friends, tell everyone about this podcast. Man, we're growing. That's the only way we can grow this thing. And is by you just loving us, man. And we love it. And we're loving you guys. So please come visit us in the parks in January. But until then, we'll see you next time. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Right. Good night.